We need peace, we choose freedom. We need peace, we choose freedom. There was a nation living in peace and unity. Yeah. They are people with love and harmony. Oh, yeah. They saw greatness rise up to its purity. With another people of different culture, Idean heritage, bias and oppressive. Oh, I see. A nation from trigger of Africa, rising with strength and might and power. In due time, nobody gonna praise us. Rather, you all gonna embrace her. With your flag, with your flag, with your flag, with your flag. Oh, yeah. Let the tears of our mothers who lost their children be heard. Let the blood of our heroes speak from now till forever. Let the whole wide world know Biafra is our home. Oh yeah, Biafra is our home. Oh, it's my home. Yeah, Biafra is our home.
I reminisce way back 1967. Death toll on the blood couldn't count them even. Mama screaming, child squealing, pops on the ground. 2.5 years, over 3 million's gone. Why? Cause we asked for our freedom, and we're going back to our sovereign kingdom. They shut us down when we cried, the world said nothing. Sitting back in the crib, watching our suffering. Should I talk about the planes dropping shells like rain? Suka had the first taste of a hero's blood. Abaganazo Bunigwe was stronger than flood, but the juke is too strong and fought them off on the chart. Thought the bloodshed's gone, then it came again. 216 and the massacre, it started again. So bloody name, I couldn't cry tears. Blood dripping down my eyes, water in my veins. We died trying to fight the cause and we're trying to break him. It's our freedom, but the world was against us.
Wave your flag over Africa. Welcome people of Biafra. Wave your flag over all the world. See those people of Zion is here.
It is the nation that the Lord has chosen for the people of Zion. It is the nation that the Lord has chosen for the people of Zion.
We need peace, we choose freedom. We need peace, we choose freedom. Yeah. Let the tears of our mothers who lost their children be heard. Let the blood of our heroes speak from now till forever. Let the whole wide world know Biafra is our home. I see the rising sun from Africa. Oh, this is time of victory. Oh, yeah. I see future in Africa. Oh, yeah. People of Biafra. See light shining on the world. Oh, yeah.
Akara m ihe mbe na-eme mbe si ma achọrọ ofu ukwu ehi ma nke ọzọ mụ achọrọ ihe niile ma nkwụ ya ma aka ya ma isi ya ma olu ya anyị ga-adọbiri wee pụọ na nke onwe anyị tigata azụ etu anyị nọ tupu ndị ọcha wee bịa ebe a nwa aha obodo ebe a nwe ndị mmadụ n'ime tupu nwa bekee si ebe o si hapụ obodo ya ọ bịa ebe a ọkpọrọ onye nke ọkpọrọ okeke ọkpọrọ okafọ dakata anyị isi ọ sị n'ụbọchị nke taa na anya aha anyị wuzi Naijiria anyị na-aza aha na-emeghị omimi n'ime ya ngwagbasị biko kọwara m ihe Naijiria pụtara enwepụghị kọwara m ọmụa ga-aza aha osimiri ka osimiri ga-aza aha mụnwa n'ihi ihe anyị na-ekwuwu na ebe arụgidere ụlọ a na ọ jọgburu onwe ya ọ dịghị mma Nigeria agaghị emekọtanwu ihe ọzọ. Ihe ọjọọ emego n'obodo a, arụ emego, egbugo ndị be anyị, aka na-egbukwa anyị, ndị Fulani wechere na mabata be anyị ka na-egbukwa ndị be anyị ruo ụtụtụ echi. Anasị m na ọ ga-adị mma oge ọ na-ekwu okwu ka enwe mmekọrịta bụ nke ndị iro kọ nke ndị ụmụnne. Ha egosighị anyị ọtụtụ mgbe ha kpọrọ anyị asị. Onye ajụrụ ajụ na-ajụ onwe ya. Ha jụrụ anyị aja ama njụ onwe anyị. Agbanyeghị na anyị nwe ngwa ahịa n'ugwu Awụsa, agbanyeghị na anyị na-azụ ahịa ebe niile dị iche iche na-eme nke ọma, kama onye ghara ndụ kpakụ onye ire rie niile. Ọ Ndụbụisi ka anyị na-ekwu okwu ya ka e cheghata azụ ebe a ruo obodo anyị ka o wee maa mma, wee karịa obodo ndị ọcha na mma. Ọhịa anyị na-arịọ nwekwe n'ugwu, nwee nkwanye ugwu n'ime onwe anyị. Ọnwa anyị pụọ n'iro a na-etigbu anyị, anyị pụọ n'iro ekwu okwu asị ọ bụ gịnị ma anyị ji wee ekwu okwu. Ụmụ ihe ndị a ka anyị sị na anyị agaghị anabatakwa ya ọzọ.
Akụkọ akọrọ anyị bụ na ọkụkọ na ewu agaghị nzukọ ụmụ anụmanụ. A na-emezi mgbe ọbụla a chọrọ ịchụ aja ejiri ọkụkọ maọbụ ewu chụọ aja. Mgbe ọbụla a chọrọ ime ka Naijiria dị n'otu, enwe ha na-eto esi Ekpa akpụrụ ndị Igbo. Ọ pụtara na anyị bụ ọkụkọ maọbụ ka ọ pụtara na anyị agaghị nzukọ mere ya bụ ihe eji eme anyị bụ ndị Igbo ụdị na ọbara ndị Igbo awụkpafu n'obodo Naijiria karịa.
Ọ bụ site na akpamasị ihe na-eme anyị dịka ihe mere ndị ji oge mgbe gara aga. Etu akụkọ mba niile dị iche iche ji kpọọ ụmụ Izrel asị, a na-egbu ha, a na-egbu ha, a na-egbu ha, afọ niile aka na-egbu ha na-egbu ha. O wee ruo oge ugbu anyị asị na ogbugbu a na-egbu anyị na ọ dịghị anyị mma. Ọ ka mma na onwe ihe kegbuo anyị wu nwere onwe njem a nke anyị na-aga, kama na na-ese etete n'ụtụtụ asị na onwe onye gburu ebe a onwe ha na-ekwu okwu. O doo na onye onye n'aka ụkọchukwu n'ugwu Awụsa ebepụ isi. Ọnwụghị ofu ugboro, ọnwụghị ugboro abụọ, ọnwụghị ugboro atọ, ọnwụghị ugboro anọ. Ọ bụ ruo ole mgbe ka a ga-egbugide anyị wee rue anyị asị mba na anyị ga-aga ka anyị nwee ike wee nwere onwe anyị. Ọ ka mma na anyị nwụrụ ebe anyị na-azọ nwere onwe tụbụ na anyị nọ n'ụlọ etu a mmadụ ibe mabata n'ime ụlọ mbịa bupụ m isi a sị na-achọghị ụdị nka. Ọ wụghị anyị maka a ga-eji wee chụọ àjà ọzọ.
Onye si na ya ga-ata anyị ahụhụ ma ọ bụ na anyị fee arụsị, anyị wee na-efe arụsị, iwe were iwe gị na ọmụma gị wee bịa leta anyị. Ụmụ anyị wee na-anwụsị, ụfọdụ nọ n'ụzọ ije ha anaghị alọta ụlọ ọzọ. Nne na nna wee na-ata ahụhụ, wee na-ata ikikere eze. Nwaanyị kunye ka ọ gaa ubi gaa rụọ ọrụ, Fulani chiri ehi bata ebe ala gị n'iyi, okwu ebepụ ya isi. Anyị pụta anyị kpọpụ onye nwe anyị n'ugwu Awụsa ahụ ejide anyị wee gbuo. Ihe ọ bụla anyị mara aka n'ime ha si maka ha gaa n'ihu. Elekwa ọdụ ụgbọ mmiri n'igwe ọcha bụ ememiri ọya nke dị na Kalaba otu aka ahụ. Anyị na-ala nsọ ebe Biafra bụ ndị kọstọm sokwenye anyị n'etiti anyị. Anyị anọghị n'ime mmiri kama kọstọm juru ebe niile. Ha wee na-ata anyị ahụhụ. Anyị kwuo sịpụta anyị ka kpọchie, anyị kwuo sịpụta anyị ka gbagbuo anyị. Onye nwe anyị na Chineke na nke bi n'igwe ọ bụ ụzọ dị agha ka isi wepụ ndị iro anyị n'anya wee karịa ndị nke gị. Akwa anyị bụ ụmụ Chineke, akwa ọba aha anyị ka anyị na-aza, akwa ọba anyị nwe na-aza ike Chukwu, akwa ọba anyị nwe na-aza amara Chineke, akwa ọba anyị nwe na-aza Chisom, akwa ọba anyị nwe na-aza Chizoba, nna nke dị nsọ, onye ime eluigwe dịka otu onye iro dị na anyị bụ ụmụ gị. Bịa ka iwe zọpụta anyị, bịa ka iwe napụta anyị n'aka ọjọọ ihe, bịa ka iwe lụọrọ anyị ọgụ, bịa ka iwe dịtụ ozu. Ọ bụ ọkọwa mgbe e milere Goliat, Chineke nna nke igwe wee memiri Fero, site otu a mee ka Fero ka ọ guzo n'ihu ụmụ ndị anyị ga-ebi ka o wee taa akọkọ igiri ụtọ ọzọ. Ị ga na-edu anyị n'ụzọ niile nke ezi omume. Ọ bụla adịghị na anyị na-aga ndagwurugwu onyinye ọnwụ. Ọ bụ bụ nwa bụ ekekere n'igwe n'ụwa, nwunye ọbụla kere gị n'oge malite n'oge ọgwụgwụ, kama anyị onwe anyị gwa anọkwa ahụ ofu ụbọchị anyị ga-anwụ n'ezie, kama ma akpọ na okwu gị na-anọgide ego mgbe ebighị ebi. Ọ bụ ya mere anyị ji were gị n'anya isi, anyị wee na-asị nna nke dị nsọ, bịa ka iwe gosi anyị Biafra na ndụ na-abụghị n'ọnwụ, bịa ka iwe mee ka ebe gị na amara gị wee kpuchiri anyị ka uwe, bịa ka iwe zọpụta ndị nke gị, bịa ka iwe mee ka Biafra wee bịa ka anyị na-ewetụta na nsọpụrụ na ịja mma site n'aha gị onye bụ Chukwu nke abịa ma.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us on this very evening section. Remember that our duty every evening here is to give our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu a voice, and also to give our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa a voice. And that we will continue to do. We will never stop. No matter the obstacles, no matter the hindrances, no matter the temptations, we will continue to give them a voice. Remember, Nigeria is continuing on their atrocities against the Biafrans. They are not stopping, they are not relenting. They are increasing their pressure. And most disturbing is that they are refusing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from entering his appeal. And because of that, we, the Biafran, must rise up wherever you are. We must rise up and continue to air our opinion, continue to expose Nigerian evil. We will not be silenced. The more silent you are, the more you give them the opportunity and the chance to continue to commit the atrocities. We will continue to expose them. And we believe by the special grace of Chukwu Okike Abiama, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa, our Prime Minister, will join us this year. That is why we must give them a voice, keep their memory alive, and keep their legacy alive. No matter what you see, no matter what you hear, don't get discouraged, don't get distracted. I know there are a lot of discouragement and distraction, but we must continue. That is why we listen to them at every given moment. And this evening, we are going to be hearing from our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa Joko, one of his wonderful messages. We are going to go back to the beginning and let us listen to the Prime Minister of United States of Biafra. Let us listen to him and hear what he has to say.
Good evening from here, good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to the program today, the special program this evening on Voice of Biafra 97.5 FM. Also, as you're watching through the Enter Biafra channel 1 and channel 2, and of course on Enter Biafra YouTube channel and on other IBOD autopilot social media platform. This evening we have come so we can give you people updates and the big question, what next? What next? Today you have seen on different news media in Nigeria how far we have gone. What we are doing now is that the more you look, the less you see. What they don't know is bigger than them. No matter how you want to distract us, we are going to remain focused and keep our eye on the ball. I want to thank those who have worked very, very well up to this point where we are. And I must thank you all. As you all can see, I still have, the running nose, and because of the cold. So my voice and my face may look different, but it's not going to stop us. What we are doing is not going to stop the awareness. So I am appealing to everyone to pardon me in case if I start sneezing or start coughing or something.
It doesn't disturb this broadcast, but just in case you see me blowing my nose and stuff. All right. This evening, because of what I have seen so far today on social media, reactions, comments, and all that, there is a need for us to enlighten some of you on what is, Biafra government in exile. It is not why I'm here anymore. But before we go forward, those of you watching from Biafra land, welcome you to this broadcast. I must tell you that the time to march has come. I told you people that the month of August, if you do not see the green light of Biafra, you are going to see the red light of the end of Nigeria. These two, you must see one. From this month, you are going to either see the green light that indeed Biafra is coming in 2023, or a red light flashing that indeed Nigeria will end. And we are going to do it. The generation which you are part of, we are going to do it. Before I go forward, I want to use this opportunity to welcome the Biafra National Guard, Biafra National Guard of God. Today is 2nd day of August 2022. We are in alliance with the Biafra National Guard, BNG. Biafra National Guard under the command of General Oji is now part of us. I want you to understand that when they say that the Biafra people are not uniting together, we will continue to prove them wrong. Why these political criminals and political juggernaut and corrupt Fulani students who call themselves leader, why they continue to go astray, and that was the reason why I play Omani, why all of them continue to go astray in particles, and they have actually united together for many years against the collective interest of Biafra people. But because Biafra is coming, they are now in parts. I want you to pay attention to what I'm telling you this evening. That in the past, these so-called elites, they unite. Their unity is to subject ordinary citizens, is to enslave their citizens. But today, there is no unity among them. The only thing that united them in the past has been the looting, the national cake, the stealing, corruption, and looting of government and public funds. That is the only thing that has united them for decades. But because Nigeria has collapsed, they are no longer in unity. And let me tell you, why these people, I want you to mark what I'm saying today. I want you to mark what I'm saying. It is a sign that Biafra is here. Why these people, why they are trying to, why they are showing disunity among them. And why they were united in subjugation against us, the ordinary people. Why these people, elite, so-called elite, are united against us. We are tearing ourselves apart. we were tearing ourselves apart. There were no unity amongst the ordinary citizens. There were no unity among different groups. But today, as men are tearing themselves apart, we are united. And I must tell you that it shows you that Biafra is here. So the difference that you are going to see today is that because Biafra is coming in 2023, it is a divine mandate. So every group that are genuinely fighting for Biafra are coming together. While those who have subjugated Biafra to all manner of degrading treatment, all manner of evil policy, they are tearing each other apart. Omahi is shouting on top of his voice. Everybody said we will not vote for anybody. They are ready to vote for APC. And Igbo State is tearing everybody apart. Oh, there is no other political party here. You cannot conduct election here. While all these things is happening, the Biafra agitating group are coming together. I want you to pay attention to that. If you don't think this before, think about it from today. So, on this note, we welcome the Biafra National Guard. Biafra National Guard, under the command of General Mazi, has a form alliance with IPOB. You may also add it autopilot. You know, because they gave us autopilot, we have actually chased the criminals away from the movement. So, you can add up autopilot if you want, but officially, the BNT has now formed alliance with IPOB, Federation of Biafra. What is this Biafra National Guard? What you don't know is bigger than you. Biafra National Guard has the Army, the Navy, and the Air Force of Biafra. And so therefore, everything has been activated. And with Church Mind and with Tobiota, we are moving forward with speed. We are moving with speed. So, and let me inform you today that when we are going to march, truly, you will know that Biafra, we are all prepared. We are all prepared. This has been an age-long and overdue process. Never in the history of Biafra freedom has all groups who are genuine come together. And our unity is a threat to them. We have proven to them that Biafra has come. Will you ever believe that every group will come together? You will never believe it, right? It is not Simon Ekpa's doing. It's not nobody's doing. It is because the time has come, and it is because the right people are here. It's because the 100 men Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been looking for is already here. We have identified them. If not all of them, at least the majority of the 100 men has been identified. That is why everything will work. It is only God and Bible say, ask, and it shall be given unto you. Knock, and the door shall open. And we understand this principle of life, and we are knocking and we continue to knock. And the door, any door we knock, the door will open. Anything we ask, we have always received. Now, you have to do your part. When we ask you, let me tell you today, to restore Biafra, need money. Money. It is not the time for money to pay salary to anybody. Sorry. It is not the time to raise money from Zaman. None of the people in the affair of this particular struggle now need your money. We do not need your penny. But it is going to be a collective effort. So money is needed. That is why on Saturday, as we embark on this emergency fundraising, before then, make sure you come there and donate generously. The time has come. Biafra is not just about preaching on social media. It needs resources to get freedom. Resources is needed. We need to buy everything we need to buy. Remember that the $10,000 per person in a boat is still there. When you hear them say, oh, it is raising fund every time, you think we are going to, because you people never wanted to get Biafra. You think we are going to get Biafra by not raising fund? You have to respond. You have to respond. One thing of what you used to protect Biafra land costs money. Arms and ammunition to protect our land against terrorists costs money. What you use to defend our land against those who come to chop heads is money. So when you hear people saying, why are they raising fund, you understand how stupid they are. Very stupid. Very, very idiotic and stupid. I have never seen. So, from today, the respect you give us, give it to the BNG. And let me tell you, it is not all alliances we have gone into that will make public. There are those that are not public. There are those alliances that are not public. So we only select those we want to be public, and they are public. So, and let me tell you, if in those who are watching Marvel movie, you know, how many of you are watching Marvel movie? You know the Marvel movie, Kanu and whatever, where they say they are collecting this man, is it Kanu or something? Collecting the diamond, collecting the stone. So when he collects the first stone, put it in the hand, the power come like this, power. And then he was looking for another one, he collect the second stone and put it. The power double, He connect the third one and put it, and he connect the fourth one until he connect all the stone. And the full power activated. So we have collected all the stones. I am telling you today, the Biafra movement and the liberation have collected all the stones. And now it is to your tent, O Israel. Before I go into explaining, what the Biafra government in exile, what you should be expecting, I want to let you know something. The no election in Biafra land is being taken for granted. And I like it. I like it that some people feel people. are not believing us. I like it. I am really impressed that some people are not believing us. I'm impressed because otherwise, if everybody believes us just like that, it will not be very interesting. Other hand will come at the end. Okay? So, some people is that why they are doing bad thing is that they're feeling the gain from it. There are some people that they just want to do bad thing. The reason they do bad thing is they want to get scared, they want to check whether somebody is seeing them and enjoy the feelings. So I am just very happy that some of these legal group are not believing us when we say there is no election. They will all be surprised at the end of the day. If you have not seen a sign that Rudy Biafra is coming next year, you are a very stupid person. I am telling you, because what is happening now has never happened in the history of this whole Biafra and Nigeria thing. I am telling you. So if you have not seen a sign that this election will not hold, then you are a very big fool. Now, I want us to go to read what the United Kingdom said about the election in 2023. At least some of you will never believe us. So if you do not believe us, can you believe your masters? Even if you believe your masters, because the British, United Kingdom is your master. You listen to them, you pay attention to them, everything they say is academic. So this is what I have to tell you. You see, I want you to look at this. United Kingdom, this is this day, business day. 2023 election may not go in Nigeria, UK. You understand? Even the United Kingdom is already, informing them that like this election will not go low. This is the pledge money to build infrastructure that will look after your welfare and your well-being. Because you will not put money in the bank to multiply. And the same thing is applicable to everybody. And today, P2B is coming out to tell you the reason you are going to vote him as a Nigerian president is because he used the money meant for the development of Anambra to support his own banking business. And because of your brain is not working, you buy that again. So let me tell you, my people, for us to activate this Biafra government in exile, and for the government in exile to be recognized somehow, to have, to be recognized internationally, to go into diplomatic move, into treaties, you must have a considerable control over the territory of Biafra. Do you see it? So now, the government in exile being activated from 2 days ago, and we are now in one platform. Are you getting the point? So one step, the most important step is that the government of Biafra in exile control the territory of Biafra. Very, very important. Or at least control a very significant part of the Biafra territory. Where Article XY is a board member. Corruption. Let us read Abeg. And the subsequent occupation of Poland by Germany and the Union, which brought to an end the Second Polish Republic. The occupation of Germany and the Soviet Union brought to an end the Second Polish Republic. So when the Polish Republic ended, it means that the government is no more a government. What did they do? They ran away. They ran away from Poland. This is one of the reasons all of us are putting everything on the table to make sure Nigeria, we are going to break away from Nigeria next year. I am telling you this particular Biafra government in Ezra should have been activated from time ago, but you know the evil people that were surrounded. So they have but now the time, God knows that the time has come. So let us go there. I want you to look at this. Let us go back like this, and we are going to see Polish. Let us take Polish as a case study today. The first case study is going to be Poland. Poland. Do you know that Poland, you see today, had the Polish government in exile? Are you aware of that? Are you aware? We are going to read the Polish government in exile. When Poland was invaded and they lost their sovereignty to Germany, Soviet Union, they declared the Polish government in exile. So let us go there. Now, the Polish government in exile, officially known as the government of the Republic of Poland, in exile, to all these illiterates in Nigeria who don't go to school, who their educational system is dead, who they will spend 4 years in university and they only go to school 1 year. The rest 3 years will go to strike. ASU did not pay them. ASU paid them. Government did not pay ASU. ASU paid government. Government was the water ASU. ASU was the water government. It is story upon story. As I'm talking to you now, Nigeria students are on strike. The teachers and the lecturers are on strike. How would you know? How would you be educated to know what is government in exile and the importance of government in exile, the implication of government in exile, and you know nothing? This is one of the reasons all of us are putting everything on the table to make sure Nigeria, we are going to break away from Nigeria next year. It is never going to be. Even if Nigeria like, they don't bring all the military to world, it is either Biafra or everybody perishes there. I tell you the fact. How can you be a student? You are shouting Obi, you are shouting Atiku, you are shouting like this stupid man in the state called man, shouting APC. All these people will be laughing at you. They will be laughing at Samareka. Oh, hey, coward, come to Nigeria now. Come to Nigeria now. The government in exile, come in far away abroad. Ah, look at coward. Because the country, Nigeria itself, is finished your brain. So let us go and educate them. So, the Polish government in exile, officially known as the government of the Republic of Poland, in exile. Did you hear that? Even Poland had government in exile. Was the government in exile of Poland formed in the aftermath of the invasion of Poland of September 1939? as far back as 1939, you were already having government in exile. The boring Bob didn't even know. All this teaching in your school, I don't know whether you do government. You know, in those days they say they are doing government, you know, you want to do government, choose something. All this carrying file and everything, you don't know government. Yes. That is why you go to United Kingdom as a professor from Nigeria. They subject you to aptitude test because your professorship is fake. All right, just like this B2B running thing. They have his own private university. They call it today's university or something. Where Atiku ex-wife is a board member. Corruption. Let us read Abeg in Shoji. And the subsequent occupation of both land by Germany and the Union, which brought to an end the Second Polish Republic. The occupation of Germany and the Soviet Union brought to an end the Second Polish Republic. So when the Polish Republic ended, it means that the government is no more a government. What did they do? They ran away. They ran away from Poland and they went out of Poland and they formed government in exile. So let us read. Despite the occupation of Poland by hostile powers, government in exile exerted influence in Poland during World War II. Now, I want you to understand that the reason why it has become very imperative for us to activate the Biafra government in exile is because we control Biafra territory today. Now you know. We control Biafra territory. I want you to understand the reason why we insisted on the citadel. I want you, because you know, in fact, I want to give you people expo today. I want to give you expo. There are some things I don't want to say yet. But let me tell you that we have templates to get the answer. We have templates. So when I tell you what is the roadmap, we have the roadmap. And let me tell you one of the most important roadmap. One of the most important roadmap of the autopilot IPOB under the leadership of Mazi that can get the answer is to unite every genuine activity group. We have done that. Another roadmap of how to get Biafra, because there are things I will not tell you, but let me just give you some few examples. Another roadmap to get Biafra, when they're asking you, is to bring what these different groups have done, bring it together, harmonize it, push it there. Let me stop here. Because it is called brain game. Okay? Because IPOB cannot do everything by themselves. So there is something they are good. There are something they have other people don't have. There are something other people have that this one don't have. You see the brain there. So everybody is fighting for the same thing. So what do? Bring them together. Harmonize it. So, like I said, there are things I don't want to say. So now let me tell you. The reason why, because we have focus and our eyes is on the ball. So the reason why we insisted on sit at home, civil disobedience, is to make sure we establish the fact that we control Biafra. Are you getting the point? So one step, the most important step, is that the government of Biafra in exile and we have proven that, and we continue to prove it through our civil disobedience statute order. So when we are telling you something, you listen and follow us. So when you see that we started, supporting this particular civil disobedience, sit at home, promoting it, I told you I was, that what we are trying to do is that we are training you for something that is to come. And because the reason why I'm going to make this thing a little bit open is for those who still think that we are joking. Because it is too late now. It is late for this thing not to work out. It is late for you to fight against the Biafra rising up and getting independent. I am telling you the fact. So if we had, if we had exposed the reason why you was, at the head to this at group, the government will do everything like they have been doing. They fought it. They say you are destroying Southeast. They say economy is dying. They say government is this. They say government is that. Oh, stop sit at home. You know why they are fighting to sit at home? The reason why they are fighting to sit at home is not because of the economy. They never care for you. It's not because you are dying. They never care for you. These people don't like you. If they like you, they will build hospital. If people be like you, people will not put money in his bank and let it multiply. People would have used Anambra money to build hospital for you. People will use Anambra money to build schools for you. People will use Anambra money to build infrastructure that will look after your welfare and your well-being. People will not put money in the bank to multiply. And the same thing is applicable to everybody. And today, Peter Obi is coming out to tell you the reason you are going to vote him as a Nigerian president is because he used the money meant for the development of Anambra to support his own banking business. And because of your brain is not working, you buy that idea. So let me tell you, my people, for us to activate this Biafra government in exile, and for the government in exile to be recognized somehow, to have, to be recognized internationally, to go into diplomatic move, into treaties, you must have a considerable control over the territory of Biafra. Do you see it? So now, the government in exile being activated from 2 days ago, and we are now in one platform, means that the government in exile controls the Biafra territory. We will call sit at home, they're going to sit at home. We will call for something, it's going to happen. We will come to have something, it's going to happen. That is what I am showing you now, because what you don't know is bigger than you. Oh, God, man, thank you very much. Goza. Very, very soon. You will come out soon. Thank you very much. Because the level of damage in the brain of these people in Nigeria is so frightening that sometimes we go overboard, we go outside the line to do something that we don't want to do, But I believe that it has become, this is what I'm doing now is not going to pose any threats to what we are doing. Is to tell you that the time has come. The government in exile on its own don't have, if we begin to talk about it, that okay, government in exile, government in exile, do you have influence over Biafra territory? No. Do you have influence over Biafra? No. So now, because of the alliances, we are now one. We are now united. So the influence, we, the autopilot that IPOB have in Biafra government now have the same control and the same influence. Thereby, giving the legitimacy for sure that we send all the arms of the government as it should be, and by next year, bam, we are there. We are not scared of anybody when it comes to this Biafra struggle and the Biafra freedom. Believe me, not even the only person I will be afraid of is God in heaven and myself. As far as this my freedom and the freedom of my people is concerned, I am not scared of anybody. I am saying it today. So in fact, if I can say anything I want to say, and I am not looking at anybody. If you think that what I'm doing is wrong, come and go to Nigeria and leave. So there is nothing as good as get yourself educated, know your right, do the right thing, follow the norms, and the way other people have followed it to get your freedom. You don't find freedom as an illiterate. You don't come and start joining and be on social media as an illiterate. That is why they take all of you for granted for many years. Mazi, Nnamdi Kanu suffer, everything he do, all of you bring him down. You see, it doesn't take time. Biafra will come. I will tell you that some of this country even had the government in exile for just 1 year before they get their independence. So let us go through polish. So what am I saying? What I'm saying is that according to the history of Poland, despite the invasion of Poland by hostile power, just like the hostile power occupied Biafra land today, just like the military, Fulani terrorist military occupied Biafra land today, despite the invasion of Poland by hostile power. So in other words, you can say despite the occupation of Biafra by hostile power, the government in exile exerted considerable military influence in Poland during the World War II. So, despite the military siege in Biafra land, we, the Biafra people, and now the Biafra government in exile, controlled and exerted and continue to exert considerable influence in Biafra land. That is to show you that we are in total control, and the people, they have trust, they trust us. Though the rupture of the Polish underground state and its military arms, the army Krajowa home army resistance abroad under the authority of the government in exile, Polish military units that have escaped the occupation fought under their own commanders as part of allied forces in Europe, Africa, and the Middle East. Do you get the message? So, for the government of Biafra in exile, to have influence to bring Biafra's freedom, they need to have influence. They need to control Biafra territory. And today, the government inside, Biafra government exile is controlling it through the IPOB autopilot activities. Now, after the war, as the Polish territory came under the control of the communist Polish People's Republic, the government in exile came in existence. Are you listening? They remain in existence, though largely unrecognized and without effective power. Of course, you don't need them to be recognized, because it's of no use when the Polish territory is no longer under control of anybody. Only after the end of the communist rule in Poland did the government in exile formally pass on its responsibilities to the new government of the Third Polish Republic in December 1990. Do you understand it? So, it was in 1990 that the Polish government in exile, that was created in 1939 passed its, responsibility to the people in Poland. The government in exile was based in France. During 1939 and 1940, Polish government in exile was based in France, in Paris, and then in Angers. From 1940, following the fall of France, the government moved to London. The government of Poland in exile moved to London in 1940. Remained in the United Kingdom until its dissolution in 1990. So by the time we get Biafra next year, we are going to dissolve the government in exile. So I want you people to understand this. Now, let us go to another country. Let us go to another country. This is going to a country called Estonia. Estonia is in Scandinavia, a country very close to Finland. Thank you very much for your super chat. Now, Estonia. With these idiotic people in Nigeria are mocking us. Oh, they are declaring Biafra government in exile in another man country. Oh, blah, blah, blah. And this is why white people and the Westerners will always regard the people as monkeys. How can somebody be talking like this and you cannot even make a research? What we have done has become necessary because as it is today, we control the entire Biafra territory because Biafra are hungry for freedom. They want to leave Nigeria. Even monkey is very, is more smart than some of them. Monkey is very smart. Because monkey, you are going to give monkey your cup to drink water. So monkey knows that this cup is very nice. But to collect that cup will become a problem. Because monkey like the cup. Monkey will take the cup after drinking the water and begin to climb the tree so that you can never collect the cup again. That is brain. That is brain. Some of you, monkey is more, brain than it. So let us go into the Estonia. The Estonian government in exile. Did you see that? Did you see also that Estonia had its government in exile? The Estonian government in exile was the formally declared government authority of the Republic of Estonia in exile, existing from 1944 until the re-establishment of Estonian sovereignty over Estonian territory in 1991-1992. I want you to understand that since 1944, Estonia declared its government in exile only to come back and gain its independence again between 1991 and 1992. How many years? It raised its legitimacy through constitutional secession to the last Estonian government in power prior to the Soviet Union invasion of 1940. During its existence, it was the internationally recognized government of Estonia. Because somebody is saying, "Time will not give up. You will not give up. You will not." The reason why I'm doing this exposition is, is just for those who because of the, you don't blame them. They don't have the opportunity to research and they don't have the opportunity to go to school or something like that. So that is why it is very important that I did this. Okay? Let's for those all those idiots. I don't care because they are not speaking for Biafra. Okay? We are convinced and we are well pleased with 99% chatting with you on social media. They are ghosts. We don't regard them. The people that matters to us are those back home that we are fighting. And so far so good. We did it with them because they have adhered to the things we are putting up. They have adhered to vices, they have adhered to our orders, they have adhered to how we are, agitating for this our freedom. That is exactly we are happy. So I don't care, and I don't think anybody should care about the people shouting Obiano. So the reason why I'm doing this is that for those who may be ignorantly, and because they don't have the opportunity to get themselves educated, at least to know why we are taking certain decisions that may be very hard, and why that particular decision we are taking and may be hard on you is the price and the sacrifice you make for the other to come next year. So we have been able to prove to the world that we control the entire, not just considerable part of the sovereign part of Biafra. No, we have been able to prove to the world that we control the entire Biafra. And by so doing, government of Biafra in exile, the legitimacy is being given to them by the people of Biafra themselves. You get the point now. So, do you want me to take you on a journey to another government in exile? Because there are many. And whenever you see that a country has government in exile, you know that activated, you know that the freedom is close. So you must plan towards this particular this particular direction. Now, if we go to another country, for example, let us take Latvia. This country they have the Soviet Union and all that. But let us go to Latvia. Latvia, for example, where is Latvia? Now, the Latvian diplomatic service in exile. You see, this one has diplomatic service in exile. Was the only government body of the Republic of Latvia which continued its activities during the Nazi and the submission of Latvia during 1940 to 1991. That is what all these things now that we are all these things were when we are when, like those who will say they have always here, when they say always here, we are going to ask them, can you tell us anywhere in the world that thing they will here have actually worked? Because when they come, I say, always here. So somebody ask them, where have this Owekesemia ever worked anywhere in the world? No way. We know that Nigeria needs to be disintegrated according to the ethnic or tribal line. They say, no. You are good when you have diversity. They say your diversity is your strength. We ask them, tell me one country in the world where the diversity has made them to be better than Dubai. We ask you, tell me one country in the world that their diversity made them to be more powerful than America. They say America is also a diversity. I said no. America do not have dangerous diversity. And I continue to prove the point. They say, no. America have white, America have black. I said, that is not diversity. Diversity is not color. Okay? Diversity is not color. When you want to talk about diversity, you talk about religion. person will tell me, okay, what is diversity? I say diversity is when you have Sharia law in America, and you have it recognized, and then the Sharia law begin to crash with the federal law of America. It becomes diversity. So do you have anything like that in America? The person will say, no, that is true. That is true. That is where the dangerous diversity in Nigeria comes. Okay? The clash of the law, the clash of the religion. That place in Nigeria, nobody, they don't respect the law. In America, even, So I want you to tell me which part of the world, and then they say language, like, thank you very much, in language, diversity, language, culture, everything. They say, oh, I don't know, this is a person, yes, Johnson, I don't know what you're asking, but anyway, I'm not here to address questions. So, I am telling you that the dangerous diversity in Nigeria is that you don't have the same language, you don't have the same culture, you don't have the same religion, you don't have the same law, everything is different, pull apart. And then I ask them again, tell me, anywhere in Europe that you have diversity as their strength, they have not shown. Some of them say, oh, Switzerland. This is Switzerland. And you look for the entire Europe. This is Switzerland. And to them, they have actually the point. You see how hypocrisy and wickedness differences. They point only one place, that is Switzerland. And they don't know that Switzerland is the only country in Europe that have a different law. It is where Abacha looted all the money in Nigeria and banked. They have everything different. And because the reason why they are not killing each other in Switzerland is because of the influence of the powerful nation around them, which were built, by the principle that govern each member state of the European Union. Do you understand? So the influence of the European Union is being felt in Switzerland, especially the human rights, the rights and like they say the free world. So Switzerland is part of free world. So those who go there speak like that, they understand, they are free world. Those who go there, they speak, I don't know what language they say, Dutch or something, they are also part of the world. And when you listen to such people, they tell you, Switzerland, they have Dutch, they have German, they have this, they have that. And to them, it is the master. Now, ask them, what is the law? What is the law of Switzerland? You have two different, you have German law, then you have like law, is the law itself, or those who speak German, they have a different legal system. Those who speak Dutch, or their other language. So these are the things that when you ask them this thing. So what we are saying today is that the Biafra that is coming is going to be the beginning of civilization in Africa. And if you don't know that Biafra is coming, you better welcome. You better welcome. There is nothing that will make election to vote in Biafra land next year. Somebody said that Simon Ekpa is trending on Twitter. I don't know. I see such things. Then I am ready because people are talking bad about me. I don't know. I don't know whether it's because they are talking bad about me or is it because they are talking good about me, or because people are talking about Biafra. But trending on Twitter is a good thing. So So what I'm trying to say is that we are here to exit Nigeria next year and ignore us at your own peril. Okay? If you like, take us as a joke. Okay, it will happen right before your very own eyes. Okay, Beginana. You will see what you have never seen before. You see this madness. Hey! Oh my God. Oh, you see madness. We are going to show the world madness. It is madness, right? Fulani think they are mad, right? They carry AK-47, they kill our people. Fulani think they are mad. And the British is supporting them. And they are not talking about our people being killed every. They think they are mad. We will show them madness. Hi. Oh my God. This madness, we are going to show them. And in fact, let me play something to remind some of you. In one moment. And our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu this one. This one. We are going to show you people madness. Complete madness. One moment. Right. You know, all of you remember that I'm still having the flu. So we are going to have how many minutes? We're going to have 14 minutes of phone calls for 1 hour. If you have a question to ask, we're going to take calls for like 40 minutes. Remember that fundraising is coming on the 6th of this month. So by tomorrow we go into more of this exposition for you people to understand that when we say sit at home, when we say do this, Biafra land, do it. It is very much. You don't know why we are doing that, but today you have now, because when they say, oh, you sit at home, only Buhari is not doing anything to Nigeria, apart from the fact that, it is there with Nigeria. This is why we are asking you to sit at home. For the past 1 year, it is going on, it's a record, is to show that we control our terrain. Very, very important. And for that note, we are going to please let me first of all all right, welcome to the program. Hello. Yes, good morning from here. Hello?
I said I'm calling from Indonesia.
Welcome to the program. You have 1 minute, 1.5 minutes. Go ahead. Today is your first time?
Yes, sir.
You're welcome.
Okay, thank you.
You are going to be part of fundraising, right? And then on the Asia. Big Asia. And we want all those our hefty men in Asia. Honestly, we want them to start getting to us because the time has come.
ụbọchị.
Ndewo. Right, welcome to the program. Hello.
Hello, brother, someone. Good evening.
Yes, good evening from here.
Yeah, I'm lucky today. I'm lucky today. I'm lucky today.
You're welcome.
My name is. I'm calling from Japan.
You're welcome to the program.
Okay. Normally, our people have been school because now they are very technical people.
I'm going to see what I'm doing now.
Okay. So I'm so happy.
Nsobu school. Nsobu school was your incompetence and on your unbridled tribalism. I said it before, maybe some people did not hear me very well. Nsobu school was a revolution. I don't support it. I don't think that you should have gone on to kill those morons from the north that he killed. So allow their own people to tear them to pieces. A popular revolution. Not by way of a coup. I don't believe in coups. I don't believe in it. It was this Janjaweed who brought imbalance and injustice, unfairness into Nigeria's government with the help of the United Kingdom. Because they see you as their slaves, you are still a colony. You are still niggers to them. After all, that was what they named you, Nigeria. Nigger area. People who are niggers occupying a nigger area. That's your name, Nigeria. Let's be of Nigeria. If you don't know. For the color, it sounds a bit sweet. It sounds a bit okay. Nigger area. That's you're a nigger. That's your name. Friend, they call it Michelle. Black people, this year. Lord have mercy upon you also. He was the judge that brought all this garbage to the zoo. And we're going to find them every inch of way, whatever you can see. Not 1 inch. And Umahi, Miyetiala, if you are in any forest in Biafra land, you are gone. We'll meet you there, you will die. Leave our forest alone. The same people that said no, ban open grazing. Have they been able to enforce it? It is actually ESM that is enforcing the ban on open grazing. That is why no cattle should be seen in our forest. We don't want to go there. Because it is a plan by the Flemish Janjaweed to make our life an absolute misery. I want to turn to my own fellow Biafrans, those in Bayelsa State. You know, I'm sure by tomorrow now, DSS will give you some money. Maybe, I don't know if it's, I think now what they give is, I don't know if it's 400,000 for you to get a group of people, share you 400,000 to present your face as maybe one group or solidarity advocacy group of Bayelsa. I want to ask Edwin Clark this very evening. He's an old man, so he knows. He was a traitor, the frontline traitor in the war. All of you that betrayed Biafra, where are you today? Edwin Clark, I'm asking you, where are you today? And I don't want to think about the money. The man that they move, and none of you did anything about it. But you're from the central south, you're Niger Delta, south, or south. I don't know where the south will stop. Because in geography, there's nothing, no cardinal point is south. I want to ask you this. There is a man called Moses Jitopo from Bayelsa State. He was meant to be the next IG of police. Man, the one who's supposed to be there now. 2 months ago, when the boost tenure was over, they played a game and prolonged his tenure to another 3 months. He came to talk rubbish in the Saturday. This man he's a young man, because I'm older than him, he's only 53 years old. He should have been the IG of police. His name is Moses Chitobo from Bayelsa State. They retired him at the age of 52. instead of making him the IG of police. And now what they did, they went for the 57-year-old northern Fulani Muslim to make him the acting IG of police. And I have not heard anybody crying for Bayelsa of marginalization. I have not heard any of them come to lament or protest about domination. The oil in our land, the oil that you have in the land of Bayelsa, 80% of it belongs to the north. The other 19.5% belongs to Yoruba. Only 0.5% belongs to one or two people or from the east. Nobody is dominating you. Do you see how clever the Fulanis are, how they play this very game? Fulani, they don't have any issues. All they need to do is to get you hating yourselves. That is all they need to do. Very clever, very brilliant tactics, I'm telling you. Very, very brilliant. All they need to do is to get you to hate yourselves. That is all they need to do. And then they relax and they enjoy the fallout. It was the stupidity of the lives of Edwin Clark that made it possible for them to dismiss Onogen. It wasn't the Chief Justice for long. They made it possible for this young man, Moses Jitomo, to be disgraced out of Abuja at the age of 52. You know, I keep telling them, treachery never pays. DSS will come to everybody, you're not Igbo, you're alone. I accept independence. Because they know that alone you cannot fight them. Do you think they're stupid? It's a simple case of divide and rule. They know if you're. Look at Ogoni, I keep asking every day. Have they claimed the land of Ogoni? Have they gotten their independence? Have they. Has life improved in the land? That says no. But the Fulani will encourage you to assert your Ogoni identity over Biafra. You're not Biafra. Biafra is what binds all of us together. And with the name Biafra, we can fight and be free. All of us. But they tell you, don't support Biafra. You're Ogoni. You are a job. But our brother has been sacked. What did you do? Because you are too small to confront the might of Fulani Janjaweedism. You are too small. You cannot. Only if Biafra can be confront them. Do you understand what I'm saying? That was why, remember the DSS director, again, also from Bayelsa, they sacked him. They sacked him, no? They sacked him. And that oil you're fighting for, what's it called again? Resource control. You can never get it. You can never ever get it. From 1990.com, you can't. Do you know why? Because they cleverly carved you out of Biafra. Once you're out of Biafra, everything you're asking for, everything you're agitating for, you can never get. But as one, we are unstoppable. Absolutely unstoppable. Ask yourself this question. Why is it that the Janjaweed are concerned with you, some of you in the East? Politicians taking over and floating your own security outfit. By state. When they have a greater problem in the North. Some of you preach this thing before, but some of you don't listen. Britain knows what I'm saying. Obasanjo, who is their slave, understands what I'm saying. Every intelligence agency in the world understands what I'm saying. Who created ISIS in West Africa province? They only, I think it was yesterday that they released the video of Saturday's attack on Damasak. Do you know why they keep attacking Bruno all the time? Some of you don't know. You have no idea. It is how the Fulanis behave. They are attacking Bruno because Bruno never fell to Fulani Caliphate. And there was a strategy that I learned from the Sheikh of Bruno that forced the Fulani when they were coming. Anywhere they gather, the Sheikh of Bruno will attack them. The Sheikh never allowed the Fulani to attack his kingdom. Never. The paramount ruler of Borno, his title is Shehu of Borno, not Emir of Shehu of Borno. It's only now that the Fulanis are forcibly creating their interest all over the place. And that's part of it. For Borno never failed. The Ghanaian Borno Empire never failed. They are not Fulani. Meduguri is not Fulani. Borno is not Fulani. They are Ghanaian Borno people. Very old as well, Ramadan. They fought against the Fulani by attacking every Fulani formation. Every Fulani army sent to attack them, to conquer them, they defeated. And you know, people don't know history. The people leading the charge, they actually Fulani, but the foot soldiers were Hausa. The same way it is today. That is why every Fulani terror group is focusing on Borno. They want Borno to fall to me. That is something that you will not know. You know when I say, oh, we northerners, that is the trick they play on some of you. So we say, we northerners. And that northerners that I'm mentioning includes people in Benue State. That is the joke of the century. We northerners, the guy from attacking Borno. ISIS in West Africa released a video of Saturday's attack on Damasak in Borno State. I have not heard people say, oh, there is everything, Borno, do something, let's do this. Innocent people were released from the prison away. Everywhere, hey, even governor's school, everybody, our life is security everywhere. But in Borno is being ravaged on all sides, from all sides by Fulani Jackabu, from every angle. Borno is involved. Are you not aware of that? But they're focusing on it. They released their video. The reason why I'm mentioning this is this. I want to let you understand something you don't know. It was Buhari when he was alive that created ISIS in West Africa. Buhari created ISIS. They thought they were being very clever. DSS in Nigeria. All they know in life, they think if we fight them, if we get somebody openly of reform or somebody like that, or some rival to rival ESM, somehow they will succeed. That is how they are. That is their mindset. It's full of a janja way. That is the way it is. They replicate everything IPOB is doing. That is why even I think Facebook has shut down. They shut down their protesting. Isn't it very funny that Facebook has shut down my live broadcast this evening? But the same Facebook will allow multiple fake accounts run by DSS to be opened up in my name. Multiple fake Mazi Nnamdi accounts everywhere. They won't do anything. That one that they know that people identify may wait, they want to shut it down. Let us try that. I want to try them once again. They're very foolish. And funny enough, these are Yoruba young people in Lagos. Black people. If you want to conquer us, you use us to conquer ourselves. That's the way it is. They think they're doing their job, earning their pay, but they're enslaving themselves. The more they do this, the more their Fulanis take over their forest. The more Fulani people are in their forest taking it over. They don't understand that what goes around comes around. We are live and we are direct. They may have shut it down, but I don't know. There are 4 people now watching. From 4,000 to 4, we've not gone up to 4 people watching. But we must preach the gospel of heaven. We must preach this very gospel here. As I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by the unethical conduct of Facebook by removing my broadcast this evening. ISIS in West Africa was created by the late dead Muhammadu Buhari before our eyes in 2016. Buhari called Boko Haram his brothers. Buhari then, when he was alive, not this idiot you're seeing now, the original Buhari is dead and buried in the shadow of his other enemy. When he was alive, he called Boko Haram his brothers. He turned around and said that any attack against Boko Haram is an attack against the North. Understand this very clearly, please. When he became the president of the zoo, having used Boko Haram to discredit Jonathan's administration, he called them for a roundtable meeting. They took his money, that's number one, and they told him they would stop, but they continued to attack
Muslims in the north that they felt were opposites, people who didn't quite believe in their own vision or brand of Islam. Do you know what happened? Buhari now went out to go and get the son of Yusuf Mohammed, the founder of Boko Haram. His name is Al-Banawi. I've preached this many times, but because Zoo people are hard at it, you know, they are deaf and dumb sometimes. It's very, very cute. Allow me to repeat. Buhari went and recruited Al-Banawi, his son. He was a commander in Boko Haram under Shekau. They caught him and brought him to a court in Abuja. Unfortunately for them, I was in court the same day, in the same court of Tozo, when they brought him to court. He was laughing and smiling, no handcuffs, no chains. But we, fighting for freedom, we came to court with handcuffs and chains. After a while, I think it was being like a court, they released him. Buhari gave the order that he should be released. He should not be arrested. Al-Banawi was released and given the task of only attacking the army and police and Christian worship centers. Buhari was upset that Boko Haram abandoned the plan that they picked, and they are now attacking Muslims as well, bombing mosques. He was very, very upset. He now got the son of Muhammad Yusuf that Nigeria police killed to head ISIS in West Africa. Because the late dead Buhari was a very big fan of ISIS. He was a fundamentalist. He was one of those, Wahhabi, should I say, people with a very distorted view of Islam. His sect was Wahhabi. He was a very strong believer in Wahhabi tendencies. He wanted to conquer the whole of Nigeria for Islam. That some of you are too foolish to understand. That is why they have concentration of power in the north. That is why they want to run the zoo called Nigeria as a police state. That is why they can do anything and get away with it. Anything, somebody can do anything, including coming to your village. They can go to your village tonight and massacre all of you and nothing will happen. Buhari called this little boy called Al-Banawi and asked him to head ISIS to do for him what Shekau refused to do. Today, or should I say on Saturday, they attacked and sacked the village in Damasak in Borno. He was in custody. Not in Zimbabwe, no, he was released. Go to the court records in Abuja, you will see it there. That is why Nigeria is a country of hypocrites. Unrepentant, and that is why the zoo must fall. The zoo must fall. You are in a country where people are telling you that Chad, a separate sovereign nation, should benefit from Nigeria. They brought in their name, national identification, whatever rubbish. 4 million Chadians have name right now as we speak. They want to unite the Fulani people together, whereas in the east, only in the east, division everywhere to the governors that they imposed upon all of you. None of these governors can go back, go to the quiet of their bedroom and ask themselves, this thing I'm doing, is it right? How come I am here persecuting my own people? And sometimes I want Wike to be able to listen. How come I'm here persecuting my own people? Whereas in the north, they are uniting the Fulani people, even those who are killing, pillaging, raping, and murdering others. They never listen, they never think. That is why they are in the mess they are in today. And that is why there can never, ever be any forgiveness. The Fulani, when they came into power, they told you, we are here to fight corruption. We must fight corruption, as they call it. Some of you were taken by it. Some of you were so foolish you even believe them. But I know who they are. I know that Buhari is one of the most corrupt people in the world. The wife is corrupt. Aisha Buhari is wanted in the USA for corruption.
She was implicated in the Halliburton bribery scandal. Aisha Buhari cannot travel to the USA. But he called the late dead husband is sent. But the wife is a criminal. The husband is like, I mean, come on, you push him to wake up and smell the Friday noon, not coffee this time around. I just want to point out how foolish your average Nigerian is, how idiotic they are. I am asking you, why is it that Aisha cannot transfer? Because the Fulani are corrupt. Even Lugard captured it in his report that the Fulani are very lazy and corrupt. He said it. They just want to have a good time. Like go to Dubai. They always prefer to go to places that have been finished by other people. They go to Dubai, they have fun. They go to England, they buy houses. That's what they go to US. They make, but now, of course, Trump banned all of them. They can no longer go there. Only if the new US president will allow them to go there. Why am I saying what I'm saying? Because the Fulanis have stolen money again. They steal money every day. They have their ruling classes, the Abakianis of this world, their families, making your life a misery. And you are from the south. Every blessed day, one Nigeria, our country Nigeria. Fulani is busy making you cry, and you are foolishly shouting one Nigeria because you're fool, a complete idiot. What did they do? We have been writing to the Accountant General and Ministry of Defense, asking them to refund the money that they took from us. How much did they take? 7.5 billion secret withdrawals. Even the Senate of the Zoo summoned the Finance Minister and the AGF and ask yourself this question. Why is it that nothing will happen? Because there's an inbuilt Fulani majority in both houses. Common sense. I want the stupid governors in the East to understand the way that the Fulani is. They were even paid, they kidnapped somebody, Nonso Anyakono. Fulani people received in our land 10 million to release him. And the governor in Anambra, the governor is starting IPOB and the ESM. Anyway, I give kudos to well done, Fulani. You did a very good job in dividing our people and making us appear very foolish. Let me go back to this one. Let me leave the idiocy of hope you are not following him. Let me go back to this thing. That the Fulani are the most corrupt people in Nigeria. Some of you, I don't know how you allow yourselves to listen. I think people use Yoruba media might to deceive all of you. In the hope that in 2023 you will become president of the Zoo. Now let me get this from. This is news in the Zoo, by the way. Zoo government. Senate Committee on Public Accounts has summoned the Minister of Finance, Ahmed Zainab. That's the sidekick of Abakari before he died. Ahmed Zainab. And the Accountant General of the Federation, Ahmed Idris, Finance Minister, Accountant General, both for them, over the secret withdrawal of 7.5 billion from the 2% National Automotive Design and Development Council levy account domiciled in the central bank. In other words, in Nigeria, the only place in the world where an idiot can work in the central bank because they want to coward they put there. I said, give me 7.5. She said, oh, yes, ma'am, here you are. We drew 7.5 billion naira in cash. Fulani. That's how they steal. You know, in the East, they go for security vote of 200 million a year. Fulani going to the central bank and collect cash. 7.5 billion cash, raw cash. According to the 70, the report indicated that the first 3.8 billion was withdrawn in 2 installments. In other words, all the facts and figures are there. 2.8 billion in 2005 and 2015 and 1 billion 2016. Are you following? Contained in a report. They are asking them, Where the people that was holding the summit for 250 million naira, not even the price of not even up to the amount that Aisha spent for these few months that she married to Dubai with her boyfriend, with her lover. Fulani stole 7.5 billion. 2 billion. Fulani finance minister, Fulani accountant general, and then one Nigeria, where there is a federal character. Lord have mercy upon you. Lord have mercy. This is why we want to go. I want Britain to understand that this is the reason why Biafra must stand. And this is the reason why we must stop it. Not only are they stealing our money, they control almost with their Tinubu counterpart 95.5% of the oil in our land. They go to central bank and they steal money from us. They are building their way for their relatives in the Nigerian Republic. And you're telling me to be in such a country? That you might be demanded. And on that note, what should I say? Before we close, actually, call to boys in Obosi and Obunike, those that went to Buko Obosi to arrest them. From tonight, you disband. You are disbanded tonight. I'm not talking again. If I see anybody belonging to any cult from tomorrow, you'll go and start the story from the beginning, please. Tell them what you did, because you dealt with it. We have come to the end of our program this evening. I will be back on live on air tomorrow morning, taking your questions. I will be live 7 a.m. Biafra land time tomorrow, taking your questions live and answering them. The most difficult questions. Don't call me to greet me. I don't need your greeting. Ask me the most difficult questions. I will answer them regarding what we are doing to restore Biafra in our time. Thank you once again very much for listening. If you're in a cult, pray away whatever bad or jam or any of this rubbish you have, go and look for where Fulani people are and meet them, confront them. Not bring your show in the village like an Igbo governor that cannot confront the counterparts in the north that is in the village making life a misery for us. Go and fight the Fulani and stop making a mockery of your idiotic existence. From me, from Case, believe me.
We need peace, we choose freedom. We need peace, we choose freedom. There was a nation living in peace and unity. Yeah. They are people with love and harmony. Oh, yeah. They saw greatness rise up to its purity. With another people of different culture, a dear heritage, bias and oppressive. Oh, I see. A nation from trigger of Africa, rising with strength and might and power. In due time, nobody gonna praise us. Rather, you all gonna embrace her. With your flag, with your flag, with your flag, with your flag. Oh, yeah. Let the tears of our mothers who lost their children be heard. Let the blood of our heroes speak from now till forever. Let the whole wide world know Biafra is our home. Oh yeah, Biafra is our home. Oh, it's my home. Yeah. Biafra is our home.
I reminisce days way back 1967. Death toll on the block couldn't kind of even. Mama screaming, child squealing, pops on the ground. 2.5 years, over 3 million's gone. Why? Cause we asked for our freedom, and we're going back to our sovereign kingdom. They shut us down when we cried, the world said nothing. Sitting back in the crib, watching our suffering. Should I talk about the planes dropping shells like rain? Suka had the first taste of a hero's blood. Abaganazo Bunigwe was stronger than flood, but the juke is too strong and fought them off on the chart. Thought the bloodshed's gone, then it came again. 216 and the massacre, it started again. So bloody name, I couldn't cry tears. Blood dripping down my eyes, water in my veins. We died trying to fight the cause and we're trying to break him. It's our freedom, but the world was against us.
Wave your flag over Africa. Welcome people of Biafra. Wave your flag over all the world. See those people of Zion is here.
It is the nation that the Lord has chosen for the people of Zion. It is the nation that the Lord has chosen for the people of Zion.
We need peace, we choose freedom. We need peace, we choose freedom. Let the tears of our mothers who lost their children be heard. Let the blood of our heroes speak from now till forever. Let the whole wide world know Biafra is our home.